And welcome to another, you have to do the thing, drunk review. Listen, bitches.
Alright, we need to buckle up.
Quarantine might be over. But that doesn't mean we can't do a drunk review. And we are here with a doozy today. Take it away.
So you all know what the greatest movie of all time ever made is, and that's Mortal Kombat. So, how do you possibly follow that up? Apparently, the answer to that is Mortal Kombat Annihilation. And I just want to say something before we get going. I am just as excited as the rest of you to hear what she has to say about this one. And I think I'm going to just keep my mouth shut for this whole time and just keep drinking because this is going to be a doozy.
So, it's Annihilation. And Raiden was allowed to ask the Elder Gods 3 questions. So I'm going to start this review the same way. And I'm going to ask you 3 questions. The first one is, what the hell did you just make me watch?
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
The second one is, what the hell did you just make me watch?
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
We're going to follow that up with a, what the hell did you just make me watch? Those are my 3 questions. So let's...
The 1997 classic Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
We're gonna dive right in. And you know, I gotta start off with the positives, which is the New Line Cinema logo pops up.
And it's just as amazing as the original.
Say it with me now, friends.
Mortal Kombat!
I would like everything to be announced, just like that. I got Baby Yoda here, and I'm just gonna, Baby Yoda! Everything. Just everything's gonna be announced like that from here on out, okay? Because that's great. So let's dive into this. So we are literally, they give us a recap, which thank you, I appreciate. It's been a minute, and when I watched the first one, I was drunk, so I don't remember certain things. So I appreciate that recap. Thank you, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. And then we're gonna give you a timestamp here, a timestamp here. 1:38. It was 1:38. 1:30. So that's less than 2 minutes. I'm not good at math, but I know that much. Less than 2 minutes in, and the CGI was already really, really bad. So that was weird. I was like, buckle in, folks. Buckle in, Baby Yoda. It was already really bad. Princess Exposition, she was at it again at the beginning. But then she turned into Princess Jar Jar because she was Jar Jar Binks, in case you don't know.
There's no other Jar Jar.
Because, that's true. Because she turned into the key to it all. And the other day, he watched the honest trailer to Mortal Kombat, which I didn't even know there was. And I'm certain I probably watched it. But they said that Raiden was the king of exposition. And I was like, what? Because I'd only seen the first one. But after this one, I take back. I rescind my statement on his trailers. You were right. Because Raiden was there with the exposition. And Princess Katana was just there. Hey, hashtag call sign Katana. My girl. She also has like Madonna cone boobs in this movie.
R.I.P. Kano.
And I don't know why. He died in the last one. We're over him. There's a new... Speaking of death, there's a new Johnny Cage and a new Sonya. And Sonya and a new Raiden. I don't like this Raiden as much as the other Raiden. And a new Jax. I don't even remember who Jax was. He had to remind me.
And a new Sub-Zero.
All of that's... yeah, okay. Let's talk about the flippy flips. They do a lot of flippy flips in this movie. It was flips, obviously. You want to, like, introduce yourself in a scene? Do a flip. That's cool. I like that. Okay. So that was cool. So Johnny Cage dies at the beginning. New Johnny Cage. I barely knew ye. He got his sunglasses back, but then they killed his sunglasses again.
Yeah, he inexplicably had the sunglasses back.
Those are $500 pair of
Goro
sunglasses.
destroyed those.
Supposedly. So anyways, I didn't like the new Raiden. That's not the point. And the new Sonya. It was a very 1997 haircut. Loved the haircut. Yeah. So that's... Oh, okay. So then they do the sphere ride. That's what I'm calling it. And I don't know if Disney would like to get the rights of Universal. SeaWorld's struggling right now. Maybe this is your time, SeaWorld. I don't know.
Warner Brothers has the rights to this, so it would be Six Flags.
So Six Flags should get a ride based on Mortal Kombat. Do what they did, Yoda. And it should be the sphere ride, because that's meant to be a ride, obviously. So that's a thing. But yeah, so Johnny Cage is dead, and his $500 pair of sunglasses are dead, and Flippy Flip. So that's the first, 20 minutes of the movie.
No, that's the first, 8 minutes of the movie.
Okay, so I marked down here, I took notes again. Good old, yep. And I marked down that it was 22 minutes in when I just gave up on the characters, because there were too many, and I kept asking him who was who, because the movie certainly didn't do a good job of introducing me to who was who. And so I just asked the Mortal Kombat Encyclopedia who was who, and he would tell me. But yeah, it was 22 minutes in, and I was like, I give up. I just give up on caring who any of these characters are.
To be clear, it was Cyrax that was the character introduction that she's like, I'm done.
It was. I have that noted. So let's talk about Smoke real quick, because one of the characters I met in the first 22 minutes, and he's also a cyborg. I'm going to put you over here, Baby Yoda. Thank you. I love you. You're adorable. Okay, Baby Yoda's going to chill over there now. So he was a character. So they were cyborg characters, and so Smoke and Cyrax are both cyborg characters. Mm-hmm. So anyways, maybe you don't know, but if anyone has ever watched Doctor Who, which I have, there are these characters called the Cybermen, and that's what Smoke looked like to me. Except, let me just point something out to you. The Cybermen were created, and I looked this up for reference because I knew it was the 60s, but I couldn't remember exactly when. In our Lord's year, 1966, the Cybermen were created for Doctor Who. So this movie, which came out in 1997, had characters that looked just as badly made as 1966. So there you go. That's a fun fact. I thought that was kind of ridiculous. Again, there's a lot of talk about Kitana being Jar Jar Binks of this movie. She's the key to everything, because her mom, which I'm very confused. I'm honestly very confused with the plot of this movie. Her mom was bewitched and brought back from the dead, but she's not good anymore. And there's a lot of talk about family in this movie, like it's the mother of Fast and the Furious all of a sudden. Family. Also, what's the villain's name?
Shao Kahn.
Him. It sounds like, what's that song? It's like Shaka Khan? That's what it sounds like to me.
That's an artist.
Yeah, that artist. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, it sounds like that to me. But this guy, this Death Eater, Skeletor looking mother effer, he, what was I saying?
Shao Kahn.
Yeah, what was my point?
You hadn't gotten there yet, sweetie.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. The point is, he looks like a Death Eater, Skeletor person, and also, spoiler alert, at the end we find out, speaking of family, that he's related to Raiden. And this comes up. He's got another beer now. This comes up because of these dragons. These little dragon tattoos, and then they...
Elizabeth Sander.
They just... they just fly away. Which then we just read verbatim what my favorite line for this entire movie is. It was a tie, but I think this one takes it. It's really good. So hold on. Okay. This is from Sonya Blade. My girl Sonya. Get her some comfy pants, right? Y'all remember that.
You haven't gotten to her fight yet.
She says, that tattoo, I've seen it before, on a robot and on a woman.
First off, tattooing a robot. I mean,
That's the greatest line I've ever heard.
We are on the the next level of just awesomeness now.
Why?
We're tattooing robots.
Why is that not on the AFI's list of 100 greatest quotes?
We're tattooing robots.
I've seen
like
it before.
literally, we're using ink and guns.
On
like,
a
they could have just
robot
manufactured
and a
them this
woman.
way.
That's so good. My other favorite line of this movie is when he goes, when Jax, who again I forgot, I didn't know he was a character in the first
Saber
one.
from American Gladiators.
There's two things that he knows a lot about. One is Mortal Kombat. Two is American Gladiators.
Hey,
I don't know
who
why.
hates American Gladiators?
I mean, no one, but no one also.
I still love what. Like, I could put it on right now. I think I am gonna put it on right now.
This just turned into a prelude of you talking about American. That's not. We're talking about cinematic masterpiece.
But we can talk about both at once.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I'm gonna take a sip real quick.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know.
You can't put on American Gladiators right now. We're talking.
Watch me.
No, wait a minute. Okay, so there was another line I really liked, which is when Jax was like, hold on. Looks like, this is a verbatim quote from this movie. What do you, stop putting on American Gladiators. He said, and I quote, looks like this bitch is having a bad hair day. That's my second favorite quote of this movie. This movie is a cinematic masterpiece. Alright, so let's get back to the plot. Where were we? Oh, okay. Hold on. Sorry, my notes. They're all out of order.
Holy shit, there's an American Gladiators Baywatch versus Lifeguards episode.
I'm gonna really need him to turn this off right now because he's getting distracted. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Wait a minute. So where were we? So I've seen that tattoo before on a robot and a woman. Such a good line. Okay, I think I turned off the TV.
Now that woman was a clone. The movie doesn't explain this at all, but the game does.
Explain it.
And Melina never gets named in the movie, but she's Katana's clone. So that's like you getting cloned, but like an evil version of you. That's what Melina is, because you're Katana. And
again, I'd like to point out that at no point did they name any of these characters.
Baraka never got named.
That mother effer.
Motaro did. Motaro got a name.
That sloth from Goonies looking mother effer is a weird ass fight, and he just like, I don't even know. But let's talk about, so Katana gets kidnapped by Scorpion. I know that one because he was in the first one. So Sub-Zero and Scorpion come, and they're like...
Oh, yeah, they're fighting.
They battle, and that's great.
Finally.
And then there's this really terrible thing where he's like, suckers! And he takes Katana, and that's...
I take umbrage with that.
Also, while we're talking about Katana, can I just briefly mention, because I wrote this in my notes, can I just briefly mention, why does no woman in this entire series ever get to wear comfy pants, any comfy clothes? Clothes, period. Jade shows up in literally like a diaper.
In the snow. In
the snow? Why would she have naked in the snow? Also, Lou, my boy Lou from the first movie, he back, baby, and better than ever. Except Jax might be my favorite character in this one because he has like these really ridiculous one-liners. And the moral of this entire story, let's not forget, is that you don't need cyborg arms. You just need to believe in yourself. Which I think that like the creators of this movie were thinking that. They're like, if we just believe in ourselves, we can make it. But they can't because it has really bad CGI and literally no plot.
No. You also have to believe in your animality.
Oh yeah, that's the thing I learned about in this movie is animality, which brings us to the weird Liu Kang dream sequence, which is where we meet Jade, yet another female character that just doesn't wear clothes, and Nightwolf, who, I can't even speak on behalf of everyone when I say, what? I don't understand him. The weird, again, let's just talk about those weird baby dragon tattoos. Raiden's related, elder gods. He gets a haircut. He's immortal now. So let's just talk about this for a minute. if you are asked something, like a very important question, and you pause for a good beat, that's the answer. So when Raiden is asked, do you love these mortals so much that you would become immortal? And he's like, let me think about that for a minute. That's your answer. If your immediate gut reaction isn't yes, then you know what I mean? I get that they did it for dramatic effect or whatever, but like, it wasn't good. So this wolf guy who teaches, what is it called? Animality? Is that the term? Animality. I just want you to know, can we do a quick, hold on, sorry. Let's just do a quick recreation of me for half of this movie. What did I look like? Do my face. That's probably pretty spot on. I literally went. That was me for 95 minutes straight, but with some drinky drinks. Okay. So this wolf guy, what's his name?
Nightwolf.
Yeah, obviously.
He was also in the Indian in the Cupboard movie.
That's a good movie. Well, better than this movie at least. Anyways, so he's all like, he's trying to teach him about the animality thing or whatever. And so then that's when my boy Lou meets Jade and she's naked in the snow.
Nightwolf said he needed to learn 3 things and told him 1.
Right, so then when Lou meets Jade, he goes from this is too good to be true to no, my heart belongs to Katana real quick. Like literally at first Jade's all like, hey baby, and he's all like, I'm into this. And then 2 seconds later he's like, no, this could not be. And I'm like, no, that's not how this works. Like, that's not, what? So that's ridiculous. And that's all I have to say. Also, Sonya ends up getting to fight in the mud. Yeah, Katana's whatever clone, supposedly. Again, that's not explained in this movie. He just knows, I guess he's a nerd. A Mortal Kombat nerd. So anyways, they fight in the mud. And it's really ridiculous. And so he watched this movie when he was 15, because as we all know, we've all heard this a million times. When he was 12, the first one came out, and he convinced his dad to see it in theaters with him. Yay. So anyways, so he saw this when he was 15. So I turned to him and I said, was this your 15-year-old, like, dream? These 2 women fighting in the mud? And he laughed. So I think the answer is yes. Anyways, that's fine. He was a 15-year-old boy. But anyways, I was like, really? First these women don't wear clothes and now they're fighting in the mud. Like, what is this movie? Terrible. So anyways, for many reasons, not just the fight in the mud scene. Why are you making that face? It's true. It's terrible.
It is awful.
So anyways, so then they fight in the mud. And you guessed it, Sonya, who's wearing a white tank top, do you think that stays dirty? Of course it doesn't, because this is Mortal Kombat Annihilation, baby. So sure enough, freaking Megan Fox Transformer syndrome here. She shows up in the next scene and her outfit is completely clean.
So let's just point out that
would not happen.
Fast and Furious and Transformers took inspiration from Mortal Kombat Annihilation. How does this film not get more recognition? Seriously.
Transformers and Fast and Furious are not good.
Did I say that?
No, but yeah. So New Raiden dies momentarily because he's immortal, but then he isn't immortal.
Oh, you didn't talk about Shiva's death.
And he became oh my god. Okay, so I didn't even remember her name, but yeah, that was really convenient. She just was there, and then like the cage falls on her. That was so good. Who else? Are there any other deaths we missed? A lot of people die in this movie. I can't keep them all straight. It's a lot.
Well, Raiden fought 3 reptiles.
Yeah.
There were a lot of flips in that fight.
I wrote down, this is what's in my note, because I couldn't remember her name. What is her name?
Jade, Katana, Melina.
No, the red leotard lady. Shiva. I literally wrote down, red leotard lady death was easy. That's my thoughts on that. That's good.
So then we
that tattoo. She's seen it before on a robot and a lady. That's so good. That's cinematic gold right there. Why does nobody see that? That's really good. Mm-hmm. Carry on. Oh, also I liked it when Sonya was like, I wrote this one in my notes as well, because this is another one of my favorite lines. They're all like picking their fighters, right? And of course our boy Luke, because he's the hero of the story, he's gonna take the main baddie, that Death Eater looking mother effer, right?
Shao Kahn.
Him. And then Katana has beef with her mom because it's not really her mom, you know. So she's like, I'll take my mom. And then like Jax is all like, I got cyborg arms. But the moral of the story is that is that he doesn't need them.
He said he's got Mr. Ed.
The centaur scorpion looking dude.
You might have been like writing your notes down, but he says I got Mr. Ed.
Well, he claimed someone. That's my point. I didn't remember who, because you think I remember his name. I don't. He looks like a weird centaur, scorpion, devil guy.
So he took Motaro, who is the other character who's played by an American Gladiator. Ooh, I'm going to put it on.
Stop putting on American Gladiator. One thing at a time. So when much like Mortal Kombat, it has a really good theme. So anyways, so then Sonya says in the scene where they're picking who they're fighting, she puts, leftovers are fine with me. So if we're ever at home one day and we're like thinking about what to eat, that's gonna be my new go-to quote. Leftovers are fine with me. Whatever, new Sonya with your 1997, like Rachel from Friends haircut. We don't even know you. You're not our Sonya. So, then we do a lot of dramatic slow-mo, because this is the moment, right, where our heroes are being tested, and everyone's down on their luck, and Jax is losing his cyborg arms. I thought he didn't have arms, and that's why he got cyborg arms. Spoiler alert. No, he still had arms, but he just had the cyborg arms.
Malibu ripped off his arm and it was still there.
Who is even Malibu? I thought you said his name was Mr. Ed.
Well, it was Motaro is the character's name, but Malibu was his American Gladiator name. Oh boy.
Stop putting on American Gladiator. Oh, this is what I'm dealing with. Anyways, I don't even know his character's name. That's not the point. I don't know any of their names, because like I said, 22 minutes in, I gave up on learning their names because there's too many damn characters. And they're in the desert, they're in the snow, they're in the desert, they're in their snow. Raiden has a new haircut. Everyone has a new actor except for like 3 characters. It's too much, people. So anyways, basically, dramatic moment. All our heroes are down, right? And it's dramatic. There's slow-mo. What's better than flips, you ask? Flips in slow motion. So good. So they go through all of that, and then all of a sudden, you know, they're down on their luck, and then it's like they get their second win, and, you know, cyborg arm guy Jax is like, I'm ready to fight as me. I believe in myself. And Sonya's doing Sonya, and Katana's doing Katana, and everyone's doing everyone except for Kano, because he's dead. That's right, your call sign is dead. My girl's still alive. She's wearing weird Madonna cone boobs, but she's still alive. She's still kicking it, and that's what's up, right? We're all happy about that. So anyways, so then all of a sudden, this is the best part of the movie, except for when the New Line Cinnamon Soga logo.
The Cinnamon Soga.
That's a term. The New Line Cinema logo came up. So all of a sudden, the Elder Gods come down, and what do they say? What do they say? They say the only way that this can be finished is in Mortal Kombat! And I'm gonna be honest, I missed the next like minute of fighting because I was too busy dancing. I was dancing. It's so good. Take over for a minute. I gotta drink my drink.
It's like, seriously, you have this absolutely atrocious movie, and then it just has its opposite of jump the shark moment. It's like, well, this is just god-awful, but here you go. Here's your moment of cinematic, spectacular bliss. And for 30 seconds, Mortal Kombat Annihilation is just amazing. For 30 seconds of a 95-minute movie.
It's so good.
It's Just
that
pure
theme
bliss.
is just so good. So
and
then
you just get pumped up, and it's like almost as good.
Then the worst
American
CGI.
Gladiators.
The worst CGI I've ever seen in my life happens now.
Find your animality.
He found it. And it's a dragon. It's a dragon. Of course it's a mother effing dragon. And then the other guy, what is his name? Shaka Kong?
Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn. Whatever. He is like a he's like a hydra, okay? So they fight, and it's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, but also the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
This got released in theaters.
It's so bad. I understand. It is 1997, but again, let's reiterate.
Jurassic Park was out. Independence Day was out.
Jurassic Park came out in like 93.
Godzilla
94.
versus Megalon.
I'm so
was
sorry.
out.
I'm not good at movie release dates. I mean, I am.
Southland Tales was not out yet.
Thank God. But anyways, so again, movies like Jurassic Park had been out in theaters for years. Everyone, take a moment. Let that sink in.
Cats wasn't out.
Also, thank God. And this came out, and it was, oh God, it's so bad.
It was really bad.
The CGI is just so bad. But let's just wrap this up here. In conclusion.
Well, how's it finish?
Well, then my boy Lou obviously beats him, and they're all happy. And then they show the different cities all being good, and like the outer world or whatever, it's all fine, and we're happy, and everyone's happy, and like
Raiden.
and Raiden. Oh, Raiden comes back to life, but he gets to go be an elder god now. It's like, good for him, buddy. You deserve it. You know, you kicked some butt. You took some names. So it's happy endings for everyone. You know, Lou gets the girl, my girl Katana, and they're happy together, and that's great. Sonya obviously is sad still because, like, you know, my boy Johnny Cage and his $500 pair of sunglasses is still dead, but it's fine. And then
Goro never came back.
No one is sad about that.
Goro got punched in the nuts and then kicked off a hill. It's the saddest death ever.
Okay. So yeah, so just to wrap this up, in conclusion, flips. What's better than flips? Flips in slow motion. We got a lot of those in this movie. Scorpion goes suckers and then is never seen again. Again, the moral of the story is just be true to yourself, love your family. This is really somehow Fast and Furious, I guess, now. And yeah, you don't need cyborg arms. It just, you know, like you do you. And again, let's just reiterate, the best part of this movie, the best two parts of this movie, except for that iconic line about seeing a tattoo on a robot and a woman. It's so funny. Why is that so funny? It's so good. Is when Mortal Kombat, the theme plays twice. It's so good. So yeah, we're just gonna Baby Yoda, Mortal Kombat.
I miss you, Goro.
You're the only one. So yeah, we watched it. This is a really long review. I'm sorry, but if you thought I had a lot of thoughts about the original one, I had a lot more thoughts about this. I just want you to know that a dragon and like a Hydra thing fought in this movie, and it looks, I'm certain that the video game that was out in 1997 had better graphics than this theatrical release movie. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. This is the worst CGI. Oh.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 would recommend. Cheers. Mortal Kombat!